humanity is now concerned about its physical well-being. It's worried that it's going to get too hot and we won't be able to survive. But the reality is that as Muslims, me and you, we have been worried about our environments, not just today, not just in the last 50 years, 100 years like climate control, but for 1400 years since the Prophet ﷺ blessed us with guidance in this world. But there's a slight difference. Whereas the people around you will concentrate on what is outside, what is beneficial to the body, Muslims' environment concerns not only what is outside, not only what is good for the environment that we see, but also the spiritual environment, to see what's good and bad for our heart and what we think and what we feel. Piety doesn't come only with the mind, with knowledge. It comes also from environment. I said this to Baishweb yesterday. I asked him how many maids does he have? And he says, I don't have a maid in the house. But Zubaydah bint Ja'far rahimahullah, she had over 100 maids inside the house. Over 100 maids inside the house. And although they were maids, every single one of them was Hafiz of the Quran. Surrounding yourself by the right environment. Allama Iqbal, the great poet of Pakistan, he wrote some advice to his son who was coming abroad, perhaps to study in the United Kingdom. And this is very good advice for Westerners like myself and yourself. He says, Diyare ghair mein apna maqam paida kar. That create your own place in Diyare ghair, in a strange land. Nayi subah, nayi sham paida kar. Create a new morning and create a new evening. Hamara tariq amiri nahi faqiri hai. You know, the way of our elders, it's not been lavish lifestyles and luxury. It's been simplicity, it's been poverty. Khudi ko na bech, gharibi in mein naam paida kar. That don't sell your values, even if in poverty, even if you are not blessed with lots of resources, you still create a name in those confines. That you will go through this life from childhood till death. You may have lots of money around you one day. You may not have lots of money around you one day. But you need to be focused on what it is that you are doing here, so that your environment has no effect on you whatsoever. The hadith mentioned by Imam Muslim, Imam Nasa'i, Imam Tirmidhi rahimahumullah, that huffat al-jannah bil makarih, that you know, Jannah, paradise, it's always going to have, it's been surrounded by difficulties. Doing things halal, avoiding interest, getting up for fajr. So what I was saying is huffat al-jannah bil makarih, that you have to strive. You're going to have to do things that you don't like. Wa huffat al-nar bil shahawat. But when it comes to the Jahannam and the hellfire, it's been surrounded by desires. But the basic point is money, fame, iTunes, Netflix, movies, partying, these are all shahawat. And these are the things that are very easy to do. But unfortunately, there's a chance that these things will lead to sin and you will end up in the place that you do not want to be. The words of Maulana Rumi, a great spiritual scholar, he would say, Maulana Rumi rahmatullah alayhi, that there is a candle in your heart ready to be kindled. There is a void in your soul ready to be filled. All Americans, in fact everyone across the world, if you catch them, they all have a void in their soul. They're looking for something to try and fill that soul. And reality is that nothing will give you the satisfaction rather than what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that connection with Allah and following the commands and the love and the connection with His beloved messenger, Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam. You can plug it with as many lives, as many desires in this world, with as much money that you've got, but they will always remain, okay? You could be the Bezos, the Zuckerbergs, the Gates of this world, but you will always have that one-time moment, that emptiness, that inshallah will only be fulfilled by this beautiful religion, and that is the religion of Islam.